Etsy just released a brand new ads feature that gives sellers more control over how their advertising budget is spent on individual listings. But there's a catch. In order to use it, your Etsy ads daily budget needs to be set to at least $25 per day. And obviously for many small Etsy sellers, that's a pretty significant number. So today, we're gonna talk about exactly what Etsy changed, what this feature actually does, who may benefit from it, and whether you should raise your ads budget just to gain access. In case you're new here, my name is Starla Moore, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And on June 1st, Etsy published an official seller handbook update announcing that sellers with an Etsy ads daily budget of $25 or more can now choose an individual advertising strategy for each listing in their shop. Previously, sellers using Etsy ads could turn advertising on or off for individual listings, and higher budget sellers may have already been familiar with choosing a broader campaign goal. But this new update gives eligible sellers more control at the listing level. In plain English, Etsy is now letting some sellers tell the ad system, I want you to handle this product differently than that product. And honestly, the concept makes sense because not every listing in your shop plays the same role. You may have a proven bestseller that has already received clicks, favorites, carts, and sales. You may have a brand new product that you want to test during a seasonal shopping period. You may have a lower margin item where you cannot afford to pay a high price per click. And you may have products that are simply there as part of your catalog, but are not necessarily your strongest candidates for a larger advertising push. With this update, sellers who qualify for the feature can choose from 3 listing strategies. The first strategy is called greater visibility. According to Etsy, this option focuses on getting a listing more reach. Etsy specifically suggests this strategy for bestsellers, new listings you want to launch, or important shopping occasions such as Mother's Day or the holiday season. The second strategy is called lower click cost. This option guides Etsy's ad system towards lower cost clicks. Etsy says this may be useful for listings with thinner profit margins or limited inventory, where you want the product to remain visible without spending too aggressively. And the third strategy is called efficient spending. This is the balanced option and is the default strategy. Etsy suggests using this for listings where you're looking for a middle ground between visibility and cost. Now, when you first gain access to this feature, Etsy says your current campaign strategy will already be applied to all of your advertised listings as a starting point. Nothing changes until you personally begin adjusting these strategies for individual listings. And you can also change a listing strategy at any time. But as with most advertising tests, Etsy recommends that sellers give the system about 30 days before deciding whether the strategy worked. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you likely already know that one of the biggest mistakes sellers make with Etsy ads is changing things too quickly. For example, a seller may turn ads on for a day, then turn them back off again when they don't immediately see sales coming in. Then they turn it back on for a completely different listing, or they change their photos, their titles, their pricing, and so on, all while trying to judge a bunch of different variables at once. And at that point, there is almost no useful data to review because the test was never allowed to run consistently, nor do you have any way to measure what's working. Etsy's own current ads guidelines say that the first few weeks of a campaign are used to gather performance data and optimize based on how shoppers interact with your advertised listings. So whether you use this new feature or not, any paid advertising decisions that you make need to be made with patience and actual data. But let's get to the part that's causing the most controversy. This feature is only available to sellers with a daily Etsy ads budget of $25 or more, which unlocks the feature. And just to be clear, since I'm sure this will come up in the comments, no, setting a $25 daily budget does not automatically mean that Etsy will charge you $25 every single day. Your daily budget is the maximum amount that Etsy's allowed to spend on clicks in one day, and Etsy only charges you when a shopper clicks on one of your ads. However, you still need to be financially prepared for the possibility that the budget could be spent, especially since this new feature and Etsy is likely still in a testing face. At $25 per day, a seller could potentially spend up to $750 in a 30-day month, or even $775 in a 31-day month on Etsy ads. And for an established shop with healthy margins, that may be a completely reasonable test. But for a new seller who doesn't even know if there's demand for their product, that could be a very expensive experiment. Here on my channel, I've always had a very straightforward approach to ads, which is to bet on your winning racehorses. If you're at a horse race trying to decide which horse to bet money on, would you place bets on a horse that has never won a race? Probably not. You'd be smarter to bet money on a horse that has a history of winning races. And your Etsy ads should work the same way. If a product is already getting clicks, favorites, carts, or organic sales, shoppers are giving you evidence that the listing has potential. It's a winning racehorse, making it the best option to advertise because you're putting money behind a product that's already showing signs of buyer interest. But when a listing has weak conversion, ads likely won't save it. They may simply help you to pay for more people to ignore it. And what's interesting about this new Etsy update is that Etsy is now officially recommending a very similar approach. Funny how that works. For greater visibility, Etsy specifically points sellers towards bestsellers, new launches, or key seasonal moments. Kinda like I've been saying for the last 10 years. In its updated advertising guidance, Etsy also tells sellers to review their ads' performance and focus their budget on listings generating stronger results. Etsy even suggests that sellers with access to the new strategies can move top performers towards greater visibility, place lower margin items under lower click cost, and use efficient spending for everything in between. So basically, Etsy's acknowledging something that I've been teaching for years. Not every listing should be advertised the same. Instead, your ads should be tied to your goals, your profit margins, and your product performance. Now, that said, I do understand why the $25 daily budget requirement is causing a stir among sellers, because the small sellers who are the most worried about wasting money are also the sellers who may want more control over how their limited budgets are spent. A shop that can comfortably set a $25 daily advertising budget is usually in a very different position from a brand new seller who has 3 products, no sales, and a budget of $2 per day. So while I think listing strategies are a useful feature, I don't think sellers should rush to raise their budgets just because the feature exists. And before you even consider raising your advertising budget, I would look at a few things. First, do you have listings that are already getting buyer engagement? Look at your organic traffic, clicks, favorites, carts, sales, and any products that repeatedly seem to draw shopper attention, basically your winning racehorses. Second, do you know your actual profit margin? This is extremely important because you need to know how much profit remains after your materials, production costs, shipping, Etsy fees, packaging, discounts, and any other expenses involved with fulfilling the order. I actually created a fantastic video last week over on the eRank channel where I walk you through how to use the free profit calculator to do all of this for you. So definitely check it out if you need help with this. The point is, a listing can generate sales through ads and still lose you money if the advertising cost is too high. So you need to understand your profit. Third, do you know what your actual goal is? Are you advertising a bestseller because you want more reach? Are you testing a new seasonal product? Are you trying to gather data on a new collection? Are you trying to maintain visibility for a product with a smaller margin? The strategy needs to match the reason you're spending money. And for advanced sellers, simply making more money through that ad may not be the only goal. And lastly, are you comfortable allowing that budget to run long enough to collect meaningful data without going broke? If setting your daily budget to $25 is gonna make you check your dashboard every few minutes while your eye twitches, this may not be the right test for your business right now, and that's okay. You absolutely do not need to use every new Etsy feature the second it launches, nor do you need to spend any money on ads to find success on Etsy. For sellers who already spend $25 per day on Etsy ads, I think this is worth exploring because now you have more ability to distinguish between your top performers, lower margin items, new products, and the rest of your advertised inventory. But for sellers who are currently spending below $25 per day, my recommendation is to stay where you feel comfortable and don't increase your budget simply because you're afraid of missing out. Someday, when a listing starts showing signs of being being one of your winning racehorses, then you can make a more informed decision about whether advertising makes sense for it. Remember, Etsy ads cannot create demand for your items if demand doesn't exist. Ultimately, I think this update has the potential to be useful for established sellers who already understand their product, margins, and advertising data. But for new sellers, I definitely don't want you guys to assume that spending more money is the missing ingredient between you and the sales. More ad control is only helpful when you already have a strong foundation, but without that foundation, a larger ad budget can simply become a faster way to spend money while trying to diagnose problems that should have been addressed before advertising began. So use this new feature only if it fits your business, your data, and your financial comfort level. And as always, I'll keep watching this update and paying attention to what sellers experience as more shops begin testing these new listing strategies. And hey, if you have access to this feature already, let me know in the comments. Are you planning to try the greater visibility on a bestseller, the lower click cost on products with tighter margins? Or are you staying far away from Etsy ads right now? I wouldn't blame you if you are, because I'm always wary of brand new Etsy features, but let me know what you think down in the comments. Oh, and hey, if you're trying to build a stronger Etsy strategy before pouring money into advertising, my self-paced Etsy coaching program, the Handmade Alpha Academy, is opening for the first time in 6 months, starting this Sunday. And right now is a fantastic time to join because for the first time in over 2 years, Etsy's seeing an increase in GMS, or basically the money sellers are making. Not to mention, for the first time in my over 15 years on the platform, we're actually seeing a positive spring uptick in Etsy traffic, as well as an early start to Halloween searches and conversions. In fact, last week when I published this data on my channel, which you can watch right here, I actually had tons of comments from sellers saying that they're already making Halloween and Christmas sales. A clear indicator that Q4 shopping habits have already started on Etsy, which is weird, but a super exciting sign for sellers who want to get a kickstart on the traffic that we normally don't see until September. And if you want to prepare for that traffic, HAA can help you do this and more. Unlike most crash courses, HAA is an entire business mindset that will challenge you to reevaluate your business's structure and develop systems within your shop, branding, and marketing that are designed to appeal to natural psychological triggers. In fact, HAA is the only psychology-based Etsy course in the world, taking you past surface-level strategies and into the bedrock of your business. And when you join, you also get over $500 in bonuses, including 1 year of eRank Pro, annual access to our Alpha Holiday Bootcamp, and the Product Photography Essentials Workshop by Coach Christina Nicole. Oh, and you also get monthly trend reports, templates, and downloads to help you grow all year long. And yeah, all that sounds great, but I also know that taking a leap of faith is terrifying, which is why HAA includes a 30-day, zero questions asked money-back guarantee. If you get inside and don't absolutely love the program, just send us an email and we'll refund you in full. Though the program is self-paced and students have lifetime access, limited registration only takes place from this Sunday, June 14th through June 24th. So if this sounds like something that you may be interested in checking out, be sure to visit the link right here or down below in the video description to check out our success stories and the class curriculum. Until next time, Pookie.